The Missing Cash Mystery. Book 1 from the Mystery Cats on the Case series by Doris Hay. Narrated by Madeleine Mayfair. Chapter 1. On days as gorgeous as this, Doris likes digging around in the garden. Sometimes I help. I'm pretty good at weeding, but if I'm totally honest, I do tend to get distracted by worms. I can't help it. I like the way they writhe and squirm when they're sticking halfway out of the earth. Oh, I can't resist pouncing on them. The others tease me about stuff like that. Butterball gazes wistfully into the blue sky and says, "Ah, to be a kitten again." After that, I feel self-conscious and I try to control my impulses, but I feel my tail twitching behind me. If he'd only go back inside, I'd be on that worm like butter on toast. Today, I'm not being helpful. Today I'm just watching Doris pull up the weeds sprouting among the flowers in the front border. The low stone wall at the front of our property is one of my favorite places to be, especially when the sun is shining bright. Feels like warm fingers stroking my fur, fingers of trust, like Doris's. I trust those fingers. I hardly ever attack them anymore, except when Doris wants to play. Humans, they need their exercise, you know. And play is good for their emotional well-being. Everything about today has been perfect so far, but like Doris always says, nothing gold can stay. That means that even when things are going right, you need to be prepared for them to go wrong, because they will, without a doubt. Sure enough, who should prance down the sidewalk but that little pest from next door, a pest by the name of Oopsie. I can only guess how he got a name like that. They should have called him Yappy, because that's what he does every time he spots me and the others. He yaps, one of those annoying high-pitched barks that can only come out of the tiniest of dogs. And is Oopsie ever tiny? He's almost as small as I am, and people always tell me I could fit in their purses, although thankfully nobody's ever put that theory to the test. When he spots me, he starts yapping and jumping like he's on springs. I back up along the stone wall, even though I know he can't get me. His human has got him on a leash. But this is a different human than usual. Doris knows her. "Gemma," Doris says, brushing dirt from her hands onto her green gardening apron. "It's been too long. How on earth are you?" The lady named Gemma doesn't answer Doris's question. Instead, she tells Oopsie to stop jumping up, stop barking, be good for once. She has an accent, like on the British murder mysteries Butterball's always watching on TV, and I'm instantly fascinated by her because I've never heard an accent like that in the real world. Gemma is tiny, like Oopsie. She's got silvery hair and wiry fingers and leathery skin, the opposite of Doris in just about every way possible, except that they're both pretty old. But everyone is old compared to me. That's what Butterball says. Doris tries again with Gemma, saying, "I've never seen you out walking, Oopsie. Taking advantage of the warm weather?" "If I wanted to take advantage of the sun, I'd be on a beach somewhere," Gemma replies. "I wouldn't be walking this bloody flea bag." "It's usually Tommy I see walking, Oopsie," Doris says. "And it's not even Tommy's mutt." Doris asks, "Isn't it?" "You think my son would willingly adopt..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?